whether you're English or Australian or, French, depending on which country you're from, you will make words sound more like your own language. I'll give you an example. English people, when referring to different tiers on flavours of cheddar, will say mature, extra mature, not so mature. That sounds really English, doesn't it? Mature. That really brings out the Englishness of what we're trying to say. It makes us sound English. Whereas I was talking to a friend earlier on, and they said they'd been to Australia recently, and they'd said that instead of calling it mature cheddar, they call it tasty. So you'd say, do you want some extra tasty cheddar? Tasty, extra tasty, extra tasty. Which sound extra tasty. That sounds more Australian. That's their way of making it sound more Australian. It brings out that A. I think Australians have elongated A's. Whereas, say, for instance, in New Zealand, I don't know this, but I imagine they'd have something that brings out the E. They're more E. So they would say something like, instead of extra mature, extra tasty, they would say extra delicious. Extra delicious. No, that's too outward. It needs to be inward, like extra delicious. Whereas the French, I'm not sure what they call different tiers of cheese, but instead of calling it cheese, which sounds very English or very British or very whatever, the French will call it fromage or fromage, don't they? Which they make it sound as French as possible, don't they? I suppose what I'm trying to say is countries make words, or languages make words, or dialects make words their own, don't they? I don't know, maybe I'm stating the obvious here, but I thought it was interesting. If you don't find it interesting, go away.